Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Biology Boss MCQ Part 46. I would like to encourage you to learn, to like, to share, and to subscribe. The source of energy which flows through the food chain is A. Respiration, B. Glucose, C. Sunlight, D. Oxygen. And the answer is C. Sunlight. Which one of the following is known a vector? A. Dragonfly, B. Sassafly, C. Housefly, D. Tick. And the answer is A. Dragonfly. Which one of the following said consists of substances that are stored in the liver? A. Glucose, glycogen, and vitamin D. B. Iron, glycogen, and amino acids. C. Urea, glycogen, and iron. D. Iron, glycogen, and vitamin D. And the answer is D. Iron, glycogen, and vitamin D. Which of the following pairs of corrective mechanism would occur in an increase in body temperature? A. Dilation of blood capillaries in the skin and contraction of hair erector muscles. B. Constriction of blood capillaries in the skin and contraction of erector muscles. C. Dilation of blood capillaries in the skin and relaxation of hair erector muscles. D. Constriction of blood capillaries in the skin and contraction of erector hair muscles. And the answer is C. Dilation of blood capillaries in the skin and relaxation of hair erector muscles. Which of the following is the function adaptation of a molar tooth? A. Sharp-pointed, B. Flat smooth top, C. Rigid surface, D. Many roots. And the answer is C. Rigid surface. Which part of the brain controls all voluntary activities? A. Cerebrum, B. Hypothalamus, C. Cerebellum, D. Medulla oblongata. And the answer is B. Hypothalamus. In which part of the kidney nephron does reabsorption of glucose occur? A. Proximal convoluted tubule. B. Ascending loop of Henle. C. Descending loop of Henle. D. Distal convoluted tubule. And the answer is A. Proximal convoluted tubule. The main reason for including legumes in a crop rotation is to A. Improve the level of nitrogen in the soil. B. Maintain useful bacteria in the soil. C. Prevent soil erosion. D. Improve farming methods. And the answer is A. Improve the level of nitrogen in the soil. In which part of the body is the cervical vertebrae above found? A. Neck. B. Abdominal. C. Cheek. D. Tail. And the answer is A. Neck. Production of many pollen grains is an adaptation for A. Cross-pollination. B. Insect pollination. C. Wind pollination. D. Self-pollination. And the answer is C. Wind pollination. In the colonization of a bare rock, the next most likely group of plants after the lichens are the A. Grass. B. Shrubs. C. Mosses. D. Trees. And the answer is C. Mosses. Which one of the following is not used to describe the population of organisms? A. Density. B. Size. C. Distribution. D. Biodiversity. And the answer is D. Biodiversity. Which one of the following sugars is non-reducing? A. Maltose. B. Fructose. C. Galactose. D. Sucrose. And the answer is D. Sucrose. Which one of the following hormones stimulates the liver to convert stored glycogen to glucose? A. Antidiuretic hormone. B. Insulin. C. Glucagon. D. Thyroxine. And the answer is C, glucagon. Which of the following is formed during anaerobic respiration in a yeast cell? A, lactic acid and carbon dioxide. B, lactic acid and energy. C, ethanol and carbon dioxide. D, water and lactic acid. And the answer is C, ethanol and carbon dioxide. Which one of the following consists of correct responses to cold in a mammal? A, vasoconstriction, hair raise. B, increased metabolic rate, hair lying flat. C, increased sweating, hair raised. D, vasodilation, hair raised. And the answer is A, vasoconstriction, hair raise. Which one of the following tissue is responsible for increase in girth in dicotyledonous plants? A, xylem. B, phloem. C, cambium. D, cortex. And the answer is C, cambium. Which of the following cells detect changes in the environment? A, gland cells. B, muscle cells. C, nerve cells. D, receptor cells. And the answer is receptor cells. The diagram in the figure below shows part of the nephron of a mammalian kidney. Which of the following pairs consist of substances absent in part X? A, red blood cells and plasma proteins. B, plasma proteins and white blood cells. C, white blood cells and urea. D, urea and water. And the answer is A, red blood cells and plasma proteins. When a fetus receives antibodies from the mother through the placenta, it acquires A, active immunity. B, long-term immunity. C, passive immunity. D, artificial immunity. And the answer is C, passive immunity. Hello friends, thank you for participating in Biology Boss MCQ part 46. Please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you.